The athletes competing in the women's up to 50 kilos category Group B. Representing
the women's 50 kilo final, the third women's final of the week in Dubai. And the field for this great decider. We've seen Fazza of Saudi Arabia, Fatima Ali of the United Arab Emirates, Aswa Al-Hamali of Libya. A lot of these are new names. We really won't have seen them apart from the World Junior Championships last year. The case with Serena Ashir of Kazakhstan. But somebody who we know very well, Singapore, the much-medalled Noor Aini Binti Yazli of Singapore. Going into Group A of this, Puan Dang Thi Lin of Vietnam, Aijan Berkimkulova of Kazakhstan. Next up for Uzbekistan, Dordona Tlieva. The America's champion for Brazil, Maria Regenaide de Silva. Hey, a big Brazilian crowd here. There always is. Next up for Uzbekistan, Adakadon Akhtamova and Wei Yi for China, the reigning Asian Games champion. So that's the field here. Hello again from Will Downing in Dubai at this Centre for People of Determination, the club for people of determination. So, let's find out who the referees are going to be for this. Lee Yu-jin for Korea will be the chief referee. Veronika Kuchtova of Czechia, the Czech Republic. She's the left side referee. And on the right, Olga Prokopishina of Kazakhstan. Isaac Kraus of Mexico will be the technical controller for this final. And the technical delegate for the entire competition is Zita Giacco of Hungary. As you see, there's actually a decent crowd in. Here's the jury. Mohammed Al-Kesh of Yemen, Fatih Lashahab of Libya, and Kim Yunjung of Korea. And you have all of the important protagonists of the day right there. And all happening right here. The 5 to start in Group B. We are going to whiz through this very quickly. 5 in Group B and 6 in Group A. And Fazza all the way
that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger? You push harder? Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster? So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in, no resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor? I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
It's time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
So we are on the way.
Welcome to the 13th Fazza 2020.
It is the first women's final of day 2. It is the 50 kilo decider.
For the first attempt representing Saudi Arabia, Fazza.
So let's welcome Fazza Aksmri, her first international event at the age of 15. And she is going to open up with a lift of 25 kilos. And that is the bar without the weights. So this to kick off her international career. So Aksmri, 25. And that bar is up, and that bar is good, and that is a good lift. And that is her first lift in international competition, and she has done perfectly with it. And on she goes from there for the rest of the competition and the rest of her career. 15 years old, not competed before, but now she has. And now, that by the way, in competition, a lifetime best. And she has justifiable reason to be very pleased with that, as Aswa Al-Hamali comes up next for Libya, going for 45. She was originally looking at 50. Fourth in the World Junior Championships in the next gen in August. Fourth in that, just outside the medals. This for 45 for Al-Hamali. That's to get Group B further ticking over. And Al-Hamali has that. That is a good lift as well. And it's all starting very positively for these young campaigners. Al-Hamali is 20. Born on the 26th of December 2003. A date which wasn't really marked around here in the UAE and in Dubai before. It is now.
United Arab Emirates,
Al Ali gets 45. And this is Fatima Ali of the United Arab Emirates. First international event that I have her down for anyway. Apologies if that's not correct, but we've not been able to find her in the system before, even if the name rings a massive bell. Maybe from athletics it does. But here she is, 48. And Ali going for it. This would be a lifetime best. There is no lifetime best recorded for her, which means that this will be her international debut. 48, her first lift in competition. Nah, it's the press sequence that all the three referees have voted her down on, unfortunately. And she does not get that, but it's a place to start. The next attempt after her is 60, so where we are is sort of difficult to think that she wouldn't have got above 60. If she starts in 48 in Group B in this weight division, then she's at best aiming for 55, not 60 I would have thought if she gets all her attempts in. So staying at 48 is not catastrophic. We're generally staying around the same range. It would have been nice for her to get it. Just getting another view back there now, just trying to get the control right on the lift. Zarina Ashir of Kazakhstan. Silver in the next gen at the World Junior Championships across town in Al Habtoor in Dubai in August. 4th in the Tbilisi World Cup last April. 5th in the next, silver in the next gen. Gonna have to make my S's look more like S's, I have to say, in the notes. So she has succeeded in the next gen territory. And she's still only 18 years old, Zarina Ashir. And aiming here for 60 for Kazakhstan. That's a good lift. 3 white lights. Succeeded. And 3 of the 4 lifts we've seen so far have been good lifts. Very positive stuff from her point of view, and now we go up to the highest attempt in the opening round in Group B, and it's the Southeast Asian Games bronze medalist from last year, late last year, Nuraini bint Mohammed Yazli. Going here for 80. And she's 30, she's 31 now, she turns 32 next Tuesday, so happy birthday. And this for 80. So this to hit the front, and actually hit the front by a long way, Mohammed Yazli. Finished 5th in the Asian Games in Hangzhou late last year, and no mark in the World Championships, unfortunately, so looking to get a mark in Dubai now. That for 80. 2-1 against. Centre referee on the stop, and the left-hand side referee voting her down on the press. Our right side referee gave her a clean bill of health. So, as we've been saying before, she hasn't been marked down by 2 of the 3 referees on any one particular thing. There's a little bit to be tidied up there. Lifted 80 in Hangzhou at those Asian Games. So we go into the second round, and it's Fazza Aksmri. Got 25 last time, going for 30 here, so she does have weights on the bar now. And remember, the age of 15, it all starts for her right here, right now. So here she is going for 30. And I'll tell you, if she gets this, she actually leads the total lift. It's 2-1 against on the stop sequence. So, there's no problem actually in terms of the strength of the lift. It was the technique and the stop. It was a bit fleeting. Sometimes you get those. Not this time. 2-1 against. Both for the stop. She's got the strength for it. As we go to Fatima Ali of the United Arab Emirates, going again 48 for the second time. So 48 for Fatima Ali. Has to get that chest sequence right. And it's the press sequence that's gone against her again. Chest sequence was fine as it was last time, but just that press has to be worked on to tidy it up. So that's 2 goes of 48, which hasn't worked for Fatima Ali. As next we go to Libya and Aswa Al-Hamali, who lifted 45 first time. She's going for 51 here. Two misses so far in this round. Just needs to be reset into position well. I think there's a discussion about the rack height here, that maybe it's a notch too high. That certainly looks to have been what the signal from the coach was. It's been reset to 2 minutes, the clock, so I think they can adjust it. The clock had been on. Current rack height is 7. Certainly that's what's on the screen. But my feeling is the coach feels that it is in existence too high on the bar right now, and that it has to be reduced. Now she has to leave the bench in order for them to do it.
Rack height 1.
And the rack height has to be 1. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Second attempt, representing Libya as well.
She had to leave the bench before they could adjust it. And yeah, I see, that's a lot more like it. And when you're just looking at it when it's on the bench, it looks right, and then you put the competitor there and that previous one was definitely not right. Anyway, here she goes. That for 51.
No lift.
And that is no lift, and that was on the press sequence. So she misses out. Didn't get the press sequence right on it. In terms of that rack situation, by the way, but I can tell you why that happened. An Arabic 1 will look just like a Western 7. Idle speculation on my part. In terms of the lift, issues there, as out comes Zarina Ashir going for 63. She got 60 in the opening round. Huge World Cup, almost 200 here, 35 countries. It's about 190 and 93 athletes. And a 7-day World Cup. So Ashir going for 63. She's our leader right now. And she's the only one to have her 2 lifts in. That's a good lift, 2-1 in her favour. And she's well clear in terms of the total lift as well. And Ashir, the next gen silver medalist of the World Juniors in Al Habtour last year, has got that one very, very cleanly up. Sold the lift very well, and that's all great.
For the second attempt representing Singapore, Ainibente Yasinor.
So now, Nuraina Bint Muhammad Yazli of Singapore, the Southeast Asian Games bronze medalist last year. 5th in the Asian Games when they finally took place in Hangzhou. Well, she's really good. She's come through in the last 6 years or so. 6th in the Asia Oceania Championships as well in 2018. So bronze in the most recent Southeast Asian Games a couple of months ago. She wasn't in solo the year before because she was in Birmingham competing at the Commonwealth Games the exact same week. So can she get this through? Second attempt at 80. Yes, she can. Oh, that's really excellently lifted by Nurani. So she's on the board, she's in the lead. And she got that one spot on.
For this third attempt, representing Saudi Arabia, Fazza Simri.
So we go into the third round, and the return again of Fazza Simri. So she missed 30 last time out. She got the lift in. It was a technique thing. She actually got the lift, the weight, up very, very easily. But it was a technique thing. And to be honest with you, the way that she got that 30 up and the way that she got the bar up for her first attempt, she could probably actually be going for 50 here. No guarantees about technique, but just in the weight that she could lift, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, I reckon she could probably get 50 at this stage. I think she's got the strength to do that, but anyway, this is 30, and this is about getting the lift absolutely right. Third and final attempt. Fazza Simri for Saudi Arabia. Well, she's got that up. Has she got it under sufficient control? No, she doesn't. It's 2-1 against. And the interesting thing is one of the referees against on the stop and the other on the press. Sometimes you're lucky with that. It's what happened to her last time as well. She got the lift of 25. Doesn't get 30 twice in a row, and 25. She got a mark. That's the important thing. That helps a lot with lots of things. Luckily, there are some countries that helps a lot in terms of funding and so on. As here comes Fatima Ali. 2 attempts of 48, going now for 50. So Fatima Ali in her first international competition. So Ali for 50, steady does it. Now was that even on the way up? An even press. It's all gone against all 3 referees. And she doesn't register a mark, I'm afraid. It is wipeout for Fatima Ali. That's something to work on. Welcome aboard, Fatima. No mark today, but all the same, you got to start somewhere. Just couldn't quite get that final press absolutely correct. You can see it in the way up, just wasn't perfect. So on we go in Group B. Aswa Al-Hamali of Libya. And going here for 55, so she got a 45 in the opening round, missed 51, and then going for 55. So she's staying on her path. Can she get this final lift in? It would be a big help for her, so up it goes. That's as far as it'll go for her, and on the press they've all voted her down on it. Well, it happens so quickly when you're talking about athletes of short stature in this game. just an evenness issue, actually, now that I've just had a little glance at the center camera angle. It wasn't being lifted straight. So, on we go. We've got 2 to go. It's Zarina Ashir of Kazakhstan. 60 and 63 done. This for 65. She's had a good contest so far for Kazakhstan. So in the World Cup in Tbilisi last year, she was 4th in the overall competition and that next gen silver. Still a next gen athlete as well. And she's won the next gen because there's nobody else in that. Here she had to hit certain marks and she's done that. Gone beyond her lifetime best as well. Equaled it first round and now deep in the 60s, and this for 65. No joy. All 3 against on the press. Watching with the naked eye, it looked as if there was a bit of a bounce in terms of the chest, but the referees who are closer, and hey, they're referees, happy with that, but not the press. Maybe feeling there had to be more of a lockout, higher lockout. Again, with athletes of short stature, it's a lot of the time it's information that the referees would have in terms of how much an arm extension they're allowed, which is not something which we always have ourselves. Doesn't get it, I'm afraid. But look, she's had a good competition. She's got 60, got 63. Right now leads the total lift, unless this is good for Noorani bint Mohammed Yazli of Singapore, who cleared 80 last time around. So here she comes, her last attempt. And that is for 84, which she doesn't get. So, well, she got one on the board. That was the important thing. That gets her into the lead and the best lifter from Group B. So as it stands, nobody got more than 2 lifts in. That was Asha. She was the only one to get 2 lifts in. And leading going into Group A, Noorani bint Mohammed Yazli. And it is the medal contenders who are coming up in Group A very, very shortly.
For the first attempt representing Vietnam, Phuyon Dang Thi. 1 minute.
So interestingly, the clock is on here for Quang Dang Thi Linh of Vietnam, and there's 20 seconds to go, and we cannot see her. Not sure what the situation is. She's got 12 seconds. What chances do you think? Something's gone badly wrong backstage, I'm afraid. 3 seconds to get the lift in. No chance. No chance. Clock has run out. Unless they reset it. She's going to go ahead with the lift anyway, whether she's given it or not. She's been given a no lift on the system. In terms of this, they are going to vote on it, the referees. They may have to go with the flags.
No lift.
It is no lift against her, and it is on the body sequence. She just rushed out there. The referees voted. She'd already come up with a no lift, as I say, on the system. That was a time thing, but the referees have put it down as a body sequence for them all. And the time penalties come under the body sequence anyway. So, I don't know what's happened back there, but whatever it is, Dang ran out of time. And it's one of those things. You just have to shrug. For Kazakhstan now, it's Aizan Berimkulova going for 82. 17th of the World Championships in Dubai last year. European Open bronze. Great result for her. And silver in the World Activity Sport Games, the old IWAS Games that was held in Thailand in December. Ruslan Graev, her coach, out with her. Good results in the World Activity Sport Games. There was a silver. So 82 for Berimkulova. And that is a good lift. It's 3 white lights, and she actually did it before the minute mark. She's done well. She's done very, very well. And she had loads of time on her side. She didn't even need a minute, let alone the full 2 minutes. On we go then for Uzbekistan, Dodona Tulayeva. 87, her lifetime best, going for 90 here. Finished 13th in the World Championships in Alam Tour in Dubai last year. 7th in the African Open Championships in Cairo in 2022. Clock has stopped, by the way.
For the first attempt, representing Uzbekistan, Dorota Tulayeva.
So she gets the full 2 minutes. Now that she has been officially announced. She came out very early. Now she can concentrate. And actually the way it is, she might only need 30 seconds of the 2 minutes. Oh, that's a lovely lift. And that's a lifetime best. Dodona Turieva lifts 94 and adds 7 kilos to her best. Originally looking at 90. And then obviously things have gone so well backstage that she's got 94 and she's got the lift in.
For the first attempt representing Brazil, Rizunani da Silva.
So now for Brazil, Maria Rizunani da Silva, the America's champion, the former Pan Am champion. No mark in the World Championships in Dubai, and a World Championships debut 3 years ago. Waverton Santos, Professor Waverton Santos. On stage, 2015 Pan Am's gold in Toronto, silver in the Pan Am's in Santiago. Didn't medal actually in Lima in 2019, finished 4th in that, but 3 in a row, America's champion. Going here for 97.
1 minute.
That's a great lift for Maria Rizunani da Silva. Hi, belting. Well, she's got a lot to celebrate. That puts her into the lead. That's a lifetime best, by the way. It's an America's record. Fantastic lift by Rizunani da Silva. Adding 2 to her mark set here 2 years ago. I was not the professor on stage with her, by the way. Just want to point that out. Don't write in. Adaidakan Adamova of Uzbekistan going now for 98. Originally was looking for 100. Second heaviest attempt in the opening round. This is for a lifetime best by 8 on top of what she's already achieved. Tenth in the World Championships last year. 6th in the African Open Championship prior to that.
1 minute.
Which was her major championship debut. This is actually her first World Cup, full stop. So 98. Just to put her in the lead, and she's got it. That is a good lift for Akhtamova. 98. And in top spot. Leads by 1 ahead of Maria Rizunani da Silva. It was a superb effort. One more to go in this opening round and a chance of a big, big lead. most impressive. So, for China, Wei Yi, the Asian Games and Asia Oceania champion, World Championship silver medalist. Wei Yi, the Asian champion on the double, both the championships and the Asian Games. Hangzhou gold last year, and really battling for the World Championship title in Dubai last year. This for a whopping lead of 12. Yep, 2-1 in her favour. Centre referee voting her down in the stop sequence, 2-1. And Wei Yi is our leader. That was really well done. Fantastic. Well, Wei Yi, in winning Asian Para Games gold, went up to 110. She's only 4 kilos off Hu Dandan's Asian record. She can go for that. Into the second round. Well, Huang Dang Ti Lin rushed out on stage with only about 15 seconds to go last time. That has not happened this time. She's here, she's ready to go. And this for 82 to get her on the board and get her in contention for the medals. This to match what Beck and Ulva did earlier. Will put her into 6th position. But still, she would be on the board, and that's important. Got a minute to go. Silver in the Asian Para Games behind Wei Yi. Dang has it. Everybody has had a successful lift then. So she gets 82. World Championship bronze medalist last year. And that was 103. She started a lot lower this time. But Dang now has nothing to worry about. And a lot more now on her side. The former Asian Games champion. Aizan Berimkulova of Kazakhstan. Going here for 84. This would match what Turieva did in the opening round. So Berimkulova to add 2 onto a previous mark, the World Ability Sport silver medalist, and the champion from that is not here. That didn't have too far to travel, and it's a good lift. 2-1 in her favour. So that used to be the I Was Games. I guess we could call them the Was Games now. Berim Kulova didn't need to spend much time on the bench, and she did really impressively.
For the second attempt, representing Uzbekistan, Doruda Turaeva.
So Dodona Turaeva of Uzbekistan, a second attempt. 94 last time, going for 96 here. And this would put her 1 kilo off the bronze medal. This is another lifetime best attempt. It was 90 going into this. Got 94 last time. This is for 96. 13th in the World Championship final last year. This is her first World Cup.
No.
2-1 against, one in the stop sequence, one in the chest, and the left side referee, which is the view that I had, voted her down in the chest, which didn't look right, didn't look to have made contact anyway from the angle that we have with the naked eye. Yeah, it was a fleeting contact, but the thing is, there was only one referee that voted her down on the stop and one referee that voted her down in the press. Doesn't get it. She was close. So now another attempt at an America's record for Maria Reisenad de Silva. 97 last time, the America's champion and the Pan Am silver medalist. This for a new America's record of 99. Pan Am champion in 2015, dedicated that win to a recently deceased father. Rio World Cup gold in the Carioca Arena 6 months before the Paralympic Games, about 8 months before the Paralympics. And she's won the last 3 America's championship titles, most recently St. Louis 2022. Ooh, well, she got it raised in the end. But they're not going to give that. That stopped firmly on the way and didn't have the control. So, doesn't get it. But that was a lifetime best attempt. That was an America's record attempt. Caught 97. Struggled a bit at 99. Maybe the next one doesn't catch her by surprise. If that was a factor, she can go for it again. Doesn't get it this time. The America's record. Akhtamova of Uzbekistan. Going for 100. And this again, a lifetime best attempt. So here she is, ready to roll. Prospects 2 kilos on top of her previous lifetime best of 98 in the previous round. And she has it! She breaks the 3-figure barrier. That will mean an immense amount personally. The silver medal position, and she's defending it strongly. There's two others who can get close to it, but they're in lifetime best territory as well. This is tremendous from Akhtamova, as well as Tureyeva and Rizanaid de Silva, all pushing up towards the 100, all looking to break that barrier for the first time in their careers. They could all do it in the space of, what, 15 minutes? Akhtamova's there first. That was brilliant. Second time this round we have a continental record attempt. This for the Asian record. Wei Yi of China to add 1 kilo onto the mark of Hu Dan Dan in Dubai at the 2021 Fazza World Cup for a new Asian record. And this, needless to say, would be a new lifetime best as well. Plenty of time. Wei Yi for a new Asian record, 115. The gold will be hers. Does she have a bit of Asian glory too to her name? No. 2 on the stop sequence and 2 on the press. The stop sequence did look a bit suspicious. I have to say, the referee that's watching on the same angle that I am actually gave her it on the stop, voted her down on the press. Needed a bit more in terms of the stop, so all the referees have voted it down anyway for one thing or another. Doesn't get that. Misses out in the Asian record, but a chance to come back for more shortly. Into the final round of this women's 50 kilo final. And for Kazakhstan, Ayzhan Berimkulova. So she's got 82 and 84, and this for 86. So currently in 5th position, and to stay there. Everybody else above her in the table has lifted into the mid-90s at least. This is about getting the best marks of her career. So for 86, 2 against her on the press, which did not take long at all. That is her first miss. And so she finishes on 84. It's always a pity when it ends like that, when you've had a brilliant clean sweep prior to it, but that's not been given away. So the return for Vietnam of Thilin Phuong Dang. The 6th in a row Southeast Asian Games medalist. 6 in a row. Southeast Asian Games champion. Asian Games silver in Hangzhou, behind Wei Yi. Paralympic bronze in Rio in 2016. World Championship bronze last year in Dubai. This for 87 to leap above Ayşen Berimkulova. She's done it. Goes into 5th spot. 87, lost a bit of ground with that first attempt. And that's cost her, certainly in terms of the total lift. But dang, 5th spot. 87, her best of the day.
For the third attempt, representing Uzbekistan,
Dodona Tureyeva for the 3rd time going for a lifetime best, and she's staying in her path. Got 94, missed 96, going now for 98. And if she gets this, she goes into the bronze medal position above Maria Rizanay de Silva. Tureyeva aiming to add 8 onto her lifetime best, from which she entered the competition on. This is a major effort for her. And if she gets it, it would take a continental record to push her out of the medals again. Tureyeva for a big lifetime best.
No way.
2 voted against her in the body sequence actually, and 1 on the press. The press I didn't think had control. But anyway, all 3 with the red lights, and she doesn't get it. Well, she really had to push it. That 94 in the opening round was a lifetime best anyway. 96 was a lifetime best attempt, and 98 too. So, ends on 94. It is still 4th place in her first ever World Cup appearance, and it's only her 3rd international competition. Coming up next, Maria Rizanay de Silva with that attempt at an America's record. Having added a kilo to her mark from the previous Fazza World Cup. Going again for 99, which she now doesn't need to get. She has the bronze. But it would be another nice feather in the cap to get a 2nd America's record of the day. She's putting a lot into this, but again, the press, she's found that hard going. And it's 2-1 against. It was only 2-1 against in the end in the press. She was fighting hard to keep that under control. Actually, the interesting thing for me is that she actually got a vote in her favor. She was fighting against the bar all the time. That wasn't an even press on the way up, but she still got a vote on the way. I can only presume that from the angle, I'm viewing from the angle, the main camera angle was from the angle, and the 2 side referees are viewing from an angle that it looked far worse from an angle than from a central position. Down to the last 2. And the medalists are in their final positions. It's now just a matter of what the final mark is. So if Akhtamova gets this, she wins the total lift. She would be the only competitor to get all 3 lifts successful. But it would be a lifetime best, way in advance of what she had achieved prior to today. But she has got that raised. 103. It's a good lift. Akhtamova wins the gold medal in the total lift. She wins the silver medal in this competition, full stop. 3 lifetime bests across the board today. That is a brilliant display by Akhtamova. Having finished 10th in the World Championship final last year. Well, I have to say, I think that puts her in great stead towards the Paralympic Games, and at the bare minimum, certainly towards next year's World Championships in Cairo. She will be a medal contender for years to come. As is Wei Yi, aiming again for a new Asian record to break the mark of her teammate Hu Dan Dan. Wei Yi has won the gold, and this for a new record. $115. She has the gold medal, and this for the Asian record. Well, she has it raised, but it's no lift. It's 2 against her in the press and 1 in the chest sequence, so it's 0-3 against. But Wei Yi is the winner, and she'll have to wait another day for the Asian record. There are 4 more World Cups on the way this year before the Paralympic Games. She won't be competing in all of them. But the very first lift for her in the competition is winner of the gold. 110. Asian record attempts didn't succeed. Akhtamova gets the silver for Uzbekistan. She gave it a good whirl, definitely. We have seen a continental record today for the Americas from Maria Rizanad de Silva. Wei Yi takes the gold, 110. Akhtamova, the silver, 103. Got all her lifts in, so she wins the total lift. And Maria Rizanad de Silva, the bronze for Brazil with Dodona Torieva. 4th spot. And lifetime best for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Dang was 5th. And the 1, 2, 3 in the total lift. Akhtamova, Dang, and Berim Kulova. 4th was Ashir in the total lift, and funnily enough, Wei Yi only got 1 mark in. That's still good enough for 5th in the total lift, despite the fact there were quite a few who got more than 1 lift in. The victory ceremony is on the way.
تتويج اللاعبات الفائزات بفئة 50 كيلوغرام نساء.
The victory ceremony for the women's up to 50 kilos category.
So it's the women's 50 kilo victory ceremony.
Please welcome the medalists.
يقوم بتتويج اللاعبين السيد علاء الحرب المنسق التنفيذي للجنة المنظمة.
The medals will be presented by the LOC Executive Coordinator.
And it's the LOC Executive Coordinator, Mr. Ala Al Haroun, who is presenting the medals here today. This was a great competition. Loads of lifetime bests. We had a continental record as well, and an America's record from Rio Rizanay da Silva, the reigning America's champion, the former Pan Am champion. Still claimed silver a couple of months ago in Santiago. Really great job done by her and her team, and she picked up the bronze medal today. A lifetime best of 97 for that America's record.
Silver medalist representing Uzbekistan, Adidakon Akhmatova.
Silver to Adidakon Akhtamova of Uzbekistan. 3 lifetime bests today, and for that she wins the total lift, a gold medal. Different victory ceremony elsewhere in this arena. Silver for Uzbekistan and gold for China. Wei Yi, the Asian Games and Asia Oceania champion. Cleared 110 in the opening round. 2 attempts at a new Asian record were missed, but she didn't miss out on the gold.
Please rise the parade for the national anthem.
Wei Yi, the winner for China. Wei Yi with the victory for China. For a second I thought we were going to have to hum it, but 110. Very impressive margin of victory for her. Lifting 110, well, she really went for it. That actually matches her lifetime best. World silver last year. Gold in Pyeongtaek to claim the Asia Oceania title. Gold for the Asian Games in Hangzhou. This is her first ever World Cup gold. Brilliant for her. And basically the top 4 all at lifetime bests. Our winner equaling it. The next 3 smashing it. Wei Yi takes the gold for China. Akhtamova the silver for Uzbekistan, and with the America's record, Rizanay da Silva the bronze for Brazil. So we've got men's action coming up. It is the men's 72 kilo final, and we'll be back with coverage in around a dozen minutes, and the first lift will be in 22 minutes time. So don't go far.